right, guys, welcome back. And today we all, and when I say all, we all chilling out here on the porch. Biscuit's with us, Rogue, and of course Brandy's out here. And we've been working in the yard, getting everything, I guess, what you call spring ready. So what do you want to tell everybody what spring break is like around our house?
It's a lot of fun. There's no beach, but there's a lot of work. So cleaning, planting, mowing,
leaf removal, straw
removal. Yeah, a lot of that.
Yeah. So that's what we've been working on today, and she won't let me do as much as I usually do. Of course, I'm still 2 weeks out from back surgery. Not even 2 weeks yet. So I've been limited on what I can do, and you'll see there that Biscuit as well as Rogue have kind of got Brandy tied up.
They're wore out. Look at them. They're wore out.
They're tired too, she said.
They're wore out.
Rogue's giving you that look. But so we're just gonna walk around and show you. I'm just gonna show you what we got going on here and give you a little update. Like I said, I'm starting to do a lot better since the surgery, but I'm still limited. I can't do everything, but I can get around pretty decent. So let's go check the yard out. All right, guys. So we got good news. The plants down here that the animals got a hold to the other day. Luckily, Biscuit has been on the job, him and Rogue, and it doesn't appear that anything has eaten them since the last time. So what do you think about that, Brian?
I think it's amazing. So since the other day when I started when I noticed that they were eaten by bunnies and deer, as everybody said. And but then I started doing the weed eating, and I mean, I guess those bunnies and deer, they're just nowhere to be seen. And the plants are growing and healthy, and so I mean, yeah, it's amazing, really. So
well, I think it is. I think it's just a.
I mean, you can still see, where where it was eaten.
Yeah.
Eaten by
it looks like little tiny teeth prints right there.
It does. So since everybody agreed that it wasn't a weed eater, but then
well, it could have been a weed eater.
But magically, here we are today.
So what we got going on over here? Let's go check this out.
I would change the subject too.
So what we got going on right here?
Well, right now it looks like we have nothing going on, but we actually do have. This is our garden spot. It's not a huge spot, but it's enough for us and neighbors and things like that. And so, so it's got. It does have some seeds in there. We cleaned it up and had some new dirt put in it, and so we'll let you know the progress.
Yeah. So what all have you planted? And you want to talk about why this year you didn't do the rows like we usually do? You want to mention why you
it's flat?
And you went to flat instead of rows.
The magic of Google. So what I did was I Googled it and figured out that if you have dry soil or sandy soil that water doesn't I guess hold in very well, it just kind of flows through, then you really don't want rows. You don't want them to hoe it up into a row, because what that does really is just it actually helps the watershed for gardens that have too much water holding in it. So, and we certainly don't have that problem. So I'm going flat this year, and it'll be less of a trip hazard.
Yeah, so, easier to walk on.
Yeah, but we've got some squash, okra, cucumber, some peas, and we'll have some tomatoes and peppers, the mammoth jalapeno peppers, which we'll make into bacon wrapped jalapeno peppers, which everybody loves. So
all right, one more thing, guys, that I want to pass on to some of you. Y'all may not be familiar with this unless you're from the South. As you can see here with my truck, I know Steve likes to brag about how they have like inches of snow and all of that. Well, this truck was just rinsed off, yesterday? Yeah, and so it was just rinsed yesterday, and I think there's at least a 1/16 of an inch of pollen on that truck. Yeah, there's like a 1/16 of an inch of pollen right there. So Steve says, he has all this snow and ice and all that. Well, Steve, could you imagine, as sick as you stay with these like like colds and stuff. Could you imagine having to breathe air with that much pollen in it right now? All right, guys, so we still hadn't trimmed the bushes. they a little overgrown. That's usually something we'll probably end up doing it before the week's over. That's one of those things that when spring gets here, we have to do, because if we don't, these things will grow, and they'll be as tall as the house before you know it. They're already a good 8 foot tall, maybe 9, but they'll be as tall as the house if we don't. And I'll show you what the yard's starting to look like, because Steve was making fun of us the other day because we actually had some green. So let me show you this green. So yeah, I had to run across the yard again with a lawnmower today. I was actually able to do that. Brandy doesn't get on to me about that because it is a riding lawnmower, 0 turn. Kubota, orange, of course. But yeah, we got it looking like spring out here. But all together, everything's going pretty good. Still can't quite, I still ain't got my giddy up in my step just yet. I'm still creeping. As if I move just right, it tends to remind me that I hadn't been long, had my back worked on. And of course, Brandy's hollering at me all the time. Like I was out here earlier, I used the lawnmower to pick up some more pine straw and stuff, and she was out here hollering at me earlier because
just a gentle nudge and not
because
to injure yourself.
I mean, how many of you ladies would be upset because your husband's out there trying to do yard work? But she got me because I was using a seed fork to pick up leaves and pine straw, and I moved just right, and man, it hurt. It hurt. And I let out a little bit of a holler, and she realized what I was doing and got on to me. So, but all together, guys, everything else is going okay. Like I said, I'm on the road to recovery. She's trying to keep me in check. We'll see how that goes. But with it being spring, we got a lot of stuff we got to get done.
A lot of stuff to
and I don't think you want to do it all by yourself. So,
no.
Hopefully within the next week or two, I'll be back to. I probably won't be at 100%, but maybe I can get closer. Because right now I think I'm at maybe like what 30%, maybe.
I gotta at least give you 50.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I'm a little helpless right now.
Depends on where you're trying to get to.
Yeah,
So.
I feel like I'm a little helpless right now. So, but anyway, I'm gonna walk over here and show you the bees right quick. But we'll let Brandy get back in the house because I gotta go out to the shop and get to work.
And I'm not looking at bees.
You don't want to go play the bees?
I'm going to the bees.
All
Y'all
right.
have fun though.
Me and Biscuit gonna go check out the bees. What up, Biscuit? So all y'all that's wondering about Biscuit, he has turned into a mess. Like he sleeps out here on the porch of the shop now during the day because obviously he ain't built for springtime. It's 75 degrees out here today, and he looks like a polar bear. So he he finds him a shade when the sun gets out, and just kind of hangs out in the shade all day. And I've caught him today. He's been on the porch of the shop out here, just chilling. But let me show you these bees while we're out here. It won't be long. I'll be going into the hives, but I've got to get a little bit healthier before I do because those things can be heavy, and I can't be snatching on them right now. So let me show you what we got. All right. So I'm gonna get you down here where you can see. I'll try to bend over a little bit here where you can see what's going on. Look at them guys. Uh-oh, they done found the camera too. See that pollen on those legs, ones that are bringing it in? If you pay attention, you'll see yellow pollen. And they also, a lot of them, you can't see it because they got it like in their mouths, but they're starting to bring in nectar too from some of the blooming trees and bushes and weeds and stuff like that around. So, yeah, looking good, guys, looking good. But all 3 hives have about the same amount of activity. The middle one, if I was going to say one of them was a little weaker than the others, I would have to say is the middle one. Maybe is a little weaker, but this one's doing really, really good right here. Really good. And Biscuit has learned to respect the beehives. He's learned to stay over there away from them. So, what's wrong, Biscuit? You don't want to get near that, do you? That little black nose, they'll bite it. Where you going, buddy? Where you going? What are you doing, Biscuit? What are you doing? What are you doing, bud? Huh? All right, guys. So like I said, we got the yard semi-shaped up. Got a little more straw up to chickens, pine straw, leaves and stuff. We wound up I took the tractor and got some dirt from up here behind the chicken pen where it composts at. Got like 4 bucket loads of dirt put in the garden spot, and we went ahead too, while we were at it, and bought some topsoil, like gardening soil, and I think Brandy put 6 bags of gardening soil in the little raised bed over there. So that's usually, as far as gardens go, that's all we have time to take care of. Both of us working full-time jobs. Brandy being the one that does the majority of that, that's all she's really wanted. Because pulling the weeds and keeping it the way it needs to be is challenging when it starts growing on up into the summertime. But she has changed the way she does it, because normally we use the black plastic. Not gonna do that this year. She thinks that she's gonna have better luck keeping it, moist and growing this way. So we're gonna try it and see. Like I said, we don't rely on it for food per se, but we do eat a lot out of that garden. So, but anyway, I just want to update you and let you know what's going on. I'm gonna get back in here because I got stuff I got to be doing, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.